It's a thumbnail right here. 17-8, Happy New Year, man. Listen, got the guys here. This is the staff. That's more to us. Of course, we got more creatives. Shout out Bree. We got more creatives, but head of security, Jacoby, feel me? Logistics director, Clifton. Our family development coordinator, DJ. So we here. Now, we've been talking about the For Soldiers Only podcast. Now listen, if you have tracked how me and these guys operate on social media, we really feel like we're all warriors, we're all soldiers. It's really sacred to be a soldier. Not everybody's a soldier. Some people are too soft to be soldiers, but we're trying to be strong, not in our own might and our own strength, but we're trying to be strong in God. So we have a lot of different subjects we're going to talk about today. Number one, we want to talk about the HBCU trend for 2024. It seemed like every homecoming we had, there was a shooting. Then we want to talk about relationships. Travis Hunter and these balloon poppings are one of the most popular things on social media right now. And then we're going to talk about social media, prioritizing the right things for the new year and breaking bad habits. So stay tuned. I'm just struggling with this. Our whole world, like right now, we live in a soft age, number one.
Cancel culture is real. Number one, it's not here.
Like one thing I'm trying to get my brothers to understand is, bro, you ain't got to tell nobody your worth. Walk in your worth.
The younger generation, because I can admit, I definitely been struggling with that myself, just trying to understand who I am as a man and how to structure myself as my own man, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's different when you're a child, you know what I'm saying? You kind of have those different things that you don't really have to worry about.
Yeah.
More freedom, there's less responsibility. Once you start developing yourself as your own man, there's more
now you have
understanding that needs to be had.
Yeah. It's Travis Hunter, John. Because he's getting done wrong right now.
To be real with you, bro, I'm making a terrible decision, but I think we need to be less quick to like hop down on his neck and like just be like,
yeah. The man's in love, and that's the undeniable.
He's human, bro.
Here's
worry about your life.
Most definitely.
No, righteously.
Most definitely. It's
so much stuff on social. Not everything needs to be posted on social. Not everything. Social media don't ruin lives, man. What are some popular things you use social media for? DIY food recipes.
Yeah.
It's like,
if you want to learn how to cook something new, TikTok, YouTube.
Yeah. I don't want anybody watching 17 to feel like it should be like Travis Hunter waiting outside for their girlfriend and she in the club.
Yeah. Now that is pushing it.
Picking somebody else, man.
Love will make you do some crazy stuff, man. Love will make you do some crazy stuff. Stuff that not everybody will understand on the outside looking in.
You shouldn't change who you are for somebody else.
No, there are certain things that you can change for other people, because at the end of the day, sometimes you have to accommodate in the things that they need because you love them. Yeah. But she's not compromising. She knows that he doesn't drink. She knows that he doesn't smoke. She knows that he hardly ever parties, if he does at all. That is something that she likes to do. So she has to put her pride aside in order to be able to accommodate her man. Look, this man is a Heisman Trophy winner, about to make the most money, best opportunity he's ever going to see in his life.
I'd probably get the first way to be both ways.
And we talking about his woman.
no, righteously, his girl get more talk than he do.
Exactly. She's
Do
getting.
you think it's strategic though?
It could be, because if you looked at the way that they met, that's what also goes back to, you know what I'm saying, knowing who you're dealing with. Because they met on social media. He found her on, she didn't even know who the man was. Her younger brother had to tell her, like, you don't know who this is, da 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 da. That's where the intrigueness came from.
That's kind of deep.
She might be cold.
Of course you know all of it. It's on social media.
It's on social media.
Bro,
I don't even have it.
They went back and got his life.
All I have is you found pictures from her at a Halloween party.
You know what's crazy? Yeah, shout out to Sean.
Shout out to Sean.
Oh, that the Bible emphasizes the importance of love. That's the greatest commandment God gives to us as human beings, is to love him above anything else, and then to love our neighbors as ourselves. So the Bible emphasizes the importance of love, respect, forgiveness, honesty, and unity in all relationships. Healthy connections should be built on a foundation of selfless love, similar to how Christ loves the church and loves all of us, all right? Everything should be mutual respect, okay? You should be communicating with your partner. You should be resolving conflict with your partner. You should be bearing with one another through difficult times. So listen, I want you to think about that as you think about who should my girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, or even wife be. DJ is the biggest Anthem supporter, you know, that we had coming and somebody died.
It's honestly diabolical that death is even correlated with homecomings this day and age.
Tuskegee, and that was almost like a battleground.
Bro, it wasn't even almost. Have you seen the video?
It was. Bro, crazy. It was all I wanted. Yeah.
I have friends that went.
So what did they say about it? The majority of HBCU homecomings in the South ended with shootings. Tuskegee, Morgan State University, Alabama A&M, and did they shoot at Miles homecoming too? Yes. Always.
I have friends and family that went to Tuskegee for homecoming and that attend Tuskegee as full-time students. So I was most definitely concerned. Some of them were even like right beside some of the shooters and had to like wait and make sure everything was straight so they could like, you know, run away a type. So yeah, you know, I was definitely concerned. Like one of the cousins that attended, I was gonna call him up, Joshua, and soon as I was about to call, he called me. I was like, oh wow, it's crazy how the Lord works. So then he looped me in. He said he stayed in the dorm. That was what's up. But yeah, so that was just my perspective on it, and then their perspective, you know, they were concerned and like, you know, panicked, you know, scared even. So it's like, who wouldn't be? People are shooting like randomly, like all around campus, like what? And then people actually died from it, bro. It wasn't even one of those cases where everyone was just blessed to make it through the situation. People actually, there were actual casualties. Like that's crazy, bro.
But if you want to really get into
fatalities,
that's part of that comes from social media and music. Ooh.
He said music?
Yeah. Social media and music.
That's valid.
These young men, they're all influenced by the media.
That's the new culture movement for kids to throw up gang signs and do this and that. Nobody's trying to teach these kids how to be men no more. Everybody, like, don't nobody even want to fight no more. Can't nobody settle nothing like men. Talk and, you know what I'm saying? If it gets that intense, we squabble and settle.
My hands. You take your L if you lost, and be humble if you got your dub.
Somebody has to lose their life nowadays, bro.
I think the big issue, just to tie it back to like scripture, could be acting on impulse.
Impulse and emotion. We're pushing how to live a fundamentally fit life in Christ.
That's real.
Subject of the culture.
Oh, okay. I finna say, what?
Oh,
It's a Cody. And young men today don't know how to cope with their emotions, bro. You know, if a lack of father in the house, they usually around their aunties and their mamas.
That's not an excuse anymore.
It's not an excuse, but that's the problem.
That is the problem. But it is the problem. It's a problem.
Coming from like chemical imbalances too in the brain.
Yeah, the food, the additives, and the
Talking about that for real now.
yeah.
The school, they are still picking up stuff from school and bringing it home.
You can't.
How is homosexuality influencing the culture? Yeah, bro.
Lack of identity. You know, when you got so much stuff put out in the media, you got porn.
They are trying to find themselves. We are 21, 22, just now finding ourselves. So imagine a 12 watching a cartoon, two dudes. So this is my identity now.
Not necessarily just the identity, it's the process of making it okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to make life a relatable person.
So is America behind and they're trying to push it on a whole generation? So is this a junkied out generation?
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
There's literally people that go on songs and brag about being a rich junkie.
And get paid to do it too.
And before,
They get paid millions to rap about that.
Exactly. But half of them are telling the truth.
Oh, most definitely.
Half of them are strung out on this, that, and the third.
Yeah, when you sell your soul, man.
Making so much money makes it okay.
Yep, and it's not. You selling your soul at that point, can you? Kids, don't sell your soul for a couple million, man. Because at the end of the day, you going to owe them back. And you got to work for them forever. Don't sign no 360.
So you said that even Lil Baby has to figure out what to put in, what to put out. His life is really being controlled
By the industry.
By the industry. We have a lot of people that are being controlled by other things.
Whether it's
TikTok, self-comparison.
social media, self-comparison, drugs, lust.
All of these guys here, we have one-on-one conversations, just like how they're doing over there. Yeah, you should be doing whatever it takes to make yourself more fulfilled and happy in life, and whatever it takes for God to be happy with you, because that's the only thing that matters, bro. Who put this leg machine on 70 pounds?
Once you feel more comfortable and confident in yourself and in your own skin, you can move and act differently in the outside world. The things that you put out, you'll glow like a light.
Yeah.
You know how we always say we want the light of God to shine through us, right? So whenever you put these certain things into your life or your atmosphere, it could either break or make that.
Wisdom on not living for the approval of others, but me and Clifton talk a lot. And Clifton can isolate himself from the world, but that's a science though.
Yeah.
Because it's how I, in a healthy way, declutter myself from the toxicities of the world. And how I center myself with one and with God.
And meditation, man, is very vital in your lives, man. Throughout the day, you should take 20 to 30 minutes and just complete silence and just listen to yourself. Listen to God talk to you. Listen to the things that you need to work on. Listen to the things that can help you improve mentally. Because when you waking up at night, it may be 3, 4 o'clock, but those are the quietest hours of the day, man. But those being the quietest hours in the day, you can think. You can hear those negative thoughts, those positive thoughts, bro. It's all in the mind, bro. Nobody's greater than yourself, man. When you wake up in the morning, you meditate, bro, just reflect. And God's gonna tell you what to do, X, Y, and Z, and how to get it.
By the way, go watch The Power of Meditation. We've done a video of meditation. We'll do a series on meditation if we got to.
But experience is important.
Experience is important. Chew the meat, spit out the bones.
That's a good analogy, right?
Chew the meat, spit out the bones. So chew the meat, spit out the bones. When it comes to like listening to advice of other people, because a lot of people they put their own spin of their life on the advice that they give. That's the bones. But then they have wisdom, so important to know. It tickled your ears. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why you got to be careful who you listen to.
Yep.
Incentive. That's why people tell you your mentors, people you get advice from, should be on the level you want to be on.
Yep.
Because that's the only people, those are your mentors, those are your role models. So something about their life must be crazy outstanding to you to say, I want that same life. If I want your life, I got to figure out your path.
Yep.
I got to figure out how you did it, why you did it, what you did, what role. Maybe it's fit mentorship and unfit mentorship. Because some mentorship that's bad to you may fit me.
I'm saying bad as in like mentorship in regards to like game, street life.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Those mentors,
That's
like,
true.
yeah.
So you said bad mentorship is what?
Like, teaching someone how to be in the gang life or street life. Now, it's one thing to have them be knowledgeable of it, but teaching them how to be in it. That's bad mentorship.
See, I think at this point, what we're noticing for our younger generation is it's getting worse and worse. I feel like our younger generation is understanding and learning the game and dynamics of so many different things that they should not be thinking of.
You know the grams and all that.
Exactly. Like
Common to us.
we were somewhat green. I was all the way green.
That comes from your parenting as well.
I knew what
See, that's good though.
Grew up in homes where our parents understood the world and didn't necessarily just try to shelter us from it, but they understood how to protect us.
In a form, I feel like we're gonna have to shelter our kids a little bit. Okay.
The parent decided, oh, well, if you don't want to live by my rules, then you can go.
Okay.
But the child said, why can't you just accept me for who I am?
That's different. And I think that's the difference between controlling parents and then what we had, which are protective parents. Because my dad was, yeah, you know, you come in here, you're just gonna be your last day coming in here. But the older and closer I got, being a teenager, being older, he broke it down like, well, man, you be 18, you come in here with a tattoo, whatever you want to come in here with. I can't control you. You paying your own bills. You know what you want. I will, and I'm still gonna love you. I'm still gonna support you. It's ways, bro. It's ways. Because even if my son came out, I wouldn't even, man, you a failure. Even if I'm never gonna tell him, because that's my opinion.
Because my expectation doesn't matter.
We don't break down things to these kids, but you got to answer to God for that. Then that's when they leave and they don't feel like, oh, I'm a failure. They feel like, wait. Yeah, so my dad is saying, okay, cool, do what you want, but you're responsible for God. What does that mean?
We all have a higher power to.
Exactly. To answer to. Parents, no, they can give opinions, but
They can't control you.
You an
They
adult.
can't babysit you.
relationships, DJ.
But speaking on the topic, we know the inside joke. I mean, there's nothing wrong with missing your ex. I think it's one of those things where they take for granted what they had and then miss it when it's gone. Granted, you know, a lot of times it's not even that. Sometimes it's just you miss certain aspects or qualities of them. Like, I'll use me for example. I sometimes I did miss an ex, but it wasn't just because like out of her like character or something like that. It was like some memories that might have popped up or recognized her smell somewhere, and I was like, whoa, like I'm like, bro, what?
It can be the smallest thing.
Bro.
I would say we have to strip ourselves of our past. We have to forget the former and walk into what God has for us next.
That's valid.
One thing that I've struggled with, and I'm gonna let you talk about this,
Okay.
is feeling like I fumbled somebody. Do you fumble or do you just get better? Because even if somebody doesn't look the part, the person that God really has for you may be your best friend, your best supporter.
No, righteously.
Your best understander.
Righteously.
Oh, no. You don't fumble anything. You upgrade.
It's like when we say L, took a L or fumble, let's change that L from loss to lesson. Precisely. Like I gained a L. I gained a lesson. You learned more about yourself and you learned the person. You know what triggers you in a relationship now, or at least certain aspects. Now it's like if you see signs of that similar behavior that you didn't like, you know how to cut ties like sooner rather than later. You feel me?
Yeah. So this video is gonna be a reminder to me.
Well, I gained a lesson.
Like it's about perspective and reality.
Amen. Jacoby is going to talk about navigating adulting when you're in love.
I'm trying to live in it, but
When I say navigating adulting while being in love, it's more so the ups and downs of it from your perspective and how you keep yourself encouraged while doing it. Because like, it's a choice.
right.
And it ain't just a choice. But Jacoby,
Emphasize the tough, man. It's a choice. Like,
it's a choice.
It is.
for people that like, mad respect for the people who can really stand on that decision, bro.
It is a choice. Being in love and being committed is a choice. Here's the difference between just being in love and really having someone's best interest. It's deeper than I love you. I want to see you smile on the days that you're sad. I want to see you, you know what I'm saying, happy on the days that it's hardest to. I want to see you know what I'm saying, be better than you think you can be.
I want to contribute to it.
I want to be not just, you know what I'm saying, somebody that helps, but I want to be one of the reasons why you even had the will to do it.
Okay. So how does she support you, number one? But secondly, how do you value her?
She's
How to value her part? Because value could be, I pray for her, I take care of her. You know what I'm saying? It could be some different things. And, you know, I want to make sure we hit all these areas.
my value and my significant other comes from the places where we hurt the most. Cause me and her both have lost parents. We lost both our fathers at young ages. We both come from two different backgrounds though. I come from the city, she's from the country. You know what I'm saying? We come from two different places, but at the same time, we correlate on so many different platforms at the same time. A lot of things that a lot of people have to figure out right now.
So you see
Is figuring out what's worth it. Yeah, seeing the bigger picture. Not looking at the right here, right now, it's the big picture.
Time it, man, up.
and he is killing it.
He's eating. My boy is eating right now.
Your first heartbreak.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's rough, dog. It's rough when you like a female and she break your heart. Y'all ain't together no more. Y'all ain't sharing the same.
Where do you go?
You go through withdrawals, man.
Different withdrawals. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you don't think straight.
Show can't sleep, cause you love her so much, man. She probably laid up with another dude or something. Yeah, buddy, get them weights, boy. You really can't be pulling your Willie Nestlin and everything, man, cause you trade energies when you do that. You trade energies, man. That stuff is real. You gonna start acting like her. You gonna start acting like her last 4 bodies.
Remember when we talked the other day and you told me you sound real weak right now? Give that same advice to somebody that's going through breakup right now.
Like, and
Don't
comparison to what you was
Don't sugarcoat it. Just tell them, man, you're the prize, man. You're the prize, man.
The shark and the fish tank. You could be as big as you want to be, but if you're a shark in this little bitty fish tank, you will only ever be as big as this fish tank will allow you.
because the great white sharks, they only
They only grow to their environment.
They spinning too. They everywhere.
When you put yourself in a bubble, you only confine yourself to that bubble.
Yeah, man. Don't be afraid to take those next steps. That might be the one, and it might not. You still gotta grow. It starts with self, man. You gotta love yourself, man, more than anybody, anything else on this earth. I mean, you probably gotta take. It takes a little bit of selfishness, bro, but that's a part of your healing, man. It's a part of your healing. You grow, man.
yourself is selfish, but it's a worthy selfish.
It's worthy, man.
You have to take that time for yourself. Regardless
Yeah,
of
man.
what other people think. And I'm glad you said that because people love, like, bro, we gotta get rid of people, get into our heads, bro. Joshua walked this earth, perfection was on this earth at a point in time.
Jesus was low key like Jesus would get away from his disciples and be in the mountain somewhere.
Chilling.
He pray, he come back like y'all sleep.
Man, you gotta have that alone time, bro.
You gotta time yourself. And they was like hating on perfection, bro. They gon' hate you, bro.
And got tore up bad, man. All of his disciples got tore up.
Every time, oh God, you got disciples were stone. Come on, you got disciples who
Flesh.
Laid upside down on the cross to where they would bleed to the brain and die slowly.
They said, crucify me upside down, because I'm not worthy to die the same way as Joshua did, bro.
Come on, bro.
Bro, the little cat and nine tail, bro, they would hit him and would take flesh out of him after every smack. The crowd grab yo.
What's disciple the one that got skinned alive?
There was one that was skinned.